Hey guys, how's it going? It's Jewel and Reet here, and this is the Quarantine Life episode number 42.
Yes, hello everybody. Lovely to see you again. Yesterday we weren't on the live stream, as some of you might have known, because we were busy celebrating Mother's Day with our mothers.
Yeah.
So that was a really nice break. But every single other day we've been here with you guys doing these Quarantine Life episodes day after day to show up for you, to let you know what we're up to, just to hang out with you, answer any questions you have. And it's been super fun. So we're happy to be back after that short little Sunday break.
It was like a one-day break.
Yeah, one-day break. Every other day we've had live streams or interviewing someone, or one of us has been down and out. So let's go over to the comments here. I see we have some people in here. I know, Linda. Linda says, yay, number 42. Isn't it crazy?
It is crazy.
You guys have been with us this entire journey. It's been very exciting.
Okay,
Braden says,
just shared it. There you go.
episode 42, where we learn about life, the universe, and everything.
Nice.
I like it. Really dramatic. Very cool. And hello, Democast Media. Welcome. How's it going? Let us know where you're watching from.
So, yeah, yesterday was Mother's Day, and we went to go visit our moms, and we did a whole, like, Filipino barbecue thing, and we had some, my dad makes these specific kind of skewers, both beef and pork skewers. We have them at, like, every Filipino gathering, and we had, like, a bunch of other foods. It was basically like a barbecue, because all of a sudden it got really hot here in Vancouver. It went from 0 to 60 real fast. Not the actual temperature 60, but
But with that.
Yeah, like like all of a sudden, I just felt like we slept through spring because we were indoors so much, and then now all of a sudden it's summer.
Yeah, we were hibernating through spring because we've been locked down in quarantine, and then it's like we went from winter to summer.
Yeah, and
really
then
hot
you
here.
went for a walk with your mom, and her shoulder got sunburned.
I did. I actually got sunburned. This is like the first time that I went out in the sun this year. And I mean,
it wasn't even a long walk.
My skin will burn like for anything. That's super sensitive. But yeah, it was really nice. I really enjoyed it. The walk with my mom. We grabbed some mobile order of coffee, and then
but tell them how it took forever.
Yeah, it did. They were very much swamped because I think every other family with their moms was wanting to order coffee from Starbucks. So they actually we were lucky that we actually got our order in, because they had to shut down all mobile orders from the app because they were just so swamped. And the lineup for drive-through was around the block, and it was just chaos. I think we waited like 30 to 40 minutes for the coffee.
For a mobile order.
I mean, we were also just kind of chilling. We set up some chairs equally distanced out in the parking lot. We brought these lawn chairs and just parked it further out, and yeah, just hung out
in a parking
until
lot.
the coffee was ready. And then we went to go grab it and pick it up. So yeah, we improvised, and it was really nice and fun. So
Roland says almost 50 episodes. I know. If we're speaking in actual numbers, it is probably at 47, including the interviews, because we had like 4 or so interviews. And we never technically called those the Quarantine Life, but they were during the Quarantine Life time slot. But we are still numbering them, like we will still get to a certain number. Yeah. All right. Democast says he's watching from Melbourne, Australia. Awesome. What time is it over there? And Braden says, boy, did it ever. Braden is in Langley, which is like some cities over. And it was 30 degrees yesterday. Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Felt it.
It was hot.
Hey, Product Patrol.
Hello, Cheeks from Product Patrol.
I played a prank on him. It wasn't really like a full-on prank, but his nickname is Cheeks of Product Patrol, and he was doing his live stream earlier. So he does his live stream an hour before ours, and they do like a retro gaming. And so his wife is called Camera Lady, and he's called Cheeks. But I was just trying to be funny, and I was like, "Hello, Camera Lady and Shrek." And then I didn't think you were gonna actually read it out loud, but you did, and it was pretty funny. Hey Jojo, how are you? Product Control said he just clicked like. Yes, nice. Because we are trying to see if we can get to the goal of 25 likes on the stream.
Yes, hit the like button if you haven't already. If you like the stream, of course. If you don't hit the dislike, just don't click anything.
DemoCast says, what do you think of StreamYard? I tested it the other day and really liked it. We absolutely love StreamYard. Yeah. I hesitated on doing multiple streamings until I knew that there was going to be someone who was going to create something that would make it easier than OBS. At the time, everybody was using OBS and or others, and we had to research them, and they just didn't look appealing. I wanted something really easy. I love how you just literally just connect your accounts, go live. Like, it's so easy once you do all the initial design and setup. It's very easy to just stream to 2 places at once. We have the two streaming plan.
Yeah, and that's actually I was sitting down to plan some of the videos that I'm going to be filming tomorrow for the YouTube channel. And this was actually one of the videos, is that I'm going to create a tutorial on how to customize your live stream using StreamYard. So all of the colors that you see here, this overlay, like how do you make it look to your brand and make it look more professional like that? So I'm going to be doing a step-by-step tutorial on that and filming that for you. So that's coming up soon on the channel.
DemoCast says it's 11 a.m. in Australia. I've never been to Australia. Oh. It's one of the countries I want to visit. Although I've seen a bunch of vloggers, they vlog there, and they always talk about like the bugs and how extremely large the insects and bugs are there. So that is would scare me. Product Patrol says, we had pizza tonight. Nice.
Oh, I noticed the pizza emoji in your hello message. So that's probably what that was. You were on pizza vibes. I always like to psychoanalyze all of the emojis that Cheeks puts on.
Hello, June. Thank you for joining us. Jojo says, who hasn't smashed the like button yet? You know who we're missing? Lenny.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hey, Cheeks, what are you congratulating me about? I think that when you said almost 50, Roland, he thought you were talking about maybe subscribers or something. But I think you're almost at like 200 subscribers, right? Or you're past 200, or maybe you're almost at 300 now.
We actually, I don't know if you guys remember Kevin Burciaga, who we've interviewed on this channel, talking about how to grow a small channel from scratch. He actually just surpassed 200 subscribers. So we're so happy for him. It's so cool to see how our YouTube mentoring clients progress. Like, we're so happy that their milestones are ours too. So that was really cool, because at the time that we did the interview, I think he had just surpassed 100. So
growth.
Yeah.
Ron says, just liked, when you make a photo montage in iMovie, it automatically does a burn effect that zooms, zoom in and pan to all photos. Is it possible in Camtasia, or do you need to animate each pic? You'll need to animate each pic with either a zooming in of some sort, or a putting on a behavior on there, or even in the animations tab, or wait, what is it? I forgot the other tab, but there's another tab that has preloaded movements for the media assets. So yeah, you would need to do that yourself. It doesn't make a slideshow for you. Camtasia is user-friendly, but you still need to manually do stuff in there. It's not like a software where you just punch in all the pictures and it does like a cool thing for you.
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool though.
Well, that's probably why you're able to have a certain level of control with Camtasia that you can't necessarily have with iMovie, because it's so manual, because you need to be able to do all these things one-on-one specifically. But I mean, if that's a feature that you use quite often in iMovie and that's, you know, that's going to save you time, then stick with iMovie. You know, it's whatever works for your specific project.
You know, I haven't checked out all of the templates new features. So Camtasia just released their new thing called templates. So I haven't checked out if they have like some sort of photo slideshow thing on there. Maybe they do. But yeah, that's something to check out as well if you have the new 2020 version. I just filmed for Camtasia tutorials just before getting on here. Democast says, yes, OBS is a nightmare. That's all we hear about OBS.
Yeah.
That's all, the only thing we really hear about it. If you can get it, if you can take the time to figure it out, it's free. It's a free software. But you see, sometimes free isn't always good. And if it's going to take you so long, if it's going to be confusing, if it's not going to be fun, you know, I would much rather do a paid version. In the very beginning, when we started our whole business and entrepreneurship, you know, we obviously were bootstrapping it, so we were using our own money. So we tried to do everything for free. We tried to just get everything for free and do everything for free and not pay for any software and all this kind of stuff. But now it's like, now I've seen that usually paid is better. Usually.
Yeah. We had to learn that lesson, like, you know.
And it takes longer.
That's what I was just going to say. Yeah, that's the point, is that when you pay for something, it could make things a lot faster than if you were to use a free version of it. Yeah, usually it doesn't happen all the time, but it depends what we're talking about.
Democast says, in Australia, we had red back spiders, 2 or 3 of them a few weeks ago.
Oh,
really poisonous. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what.
That was inside your home?
That is the scary thing that I'm talking about, because like we don't really have that here.
I don't want to see any redback spiders. No, thank you.
Brayden says, I love Melbourne. Linda says, Lenny and Roland.
Oh, Lenny's here. Yeah, Lenny's here. Black widow spiders. Wow.
I haven't seen any
haven't.
here in the city.
I'm just going to continue to pretend like they don't exist here.
Lenny says, hi, I hear ya.
Hi, Lenny. We were wondering where you were. You're usually the first comment on the live stream.
Roland says, maybe he thinks I'm 50 years old. Ooh, Turbo Stuntman says, agreed, OBS is terrible.
The consensus is in.
See, we watched a video on it and I was like, I'm not even going to try it. Like, I didn't even want to download it just from watching the tutorials alone. And yeah, and it just so happened that, you know, the person who created StreamYard, it was by random that I found StreamYard. A friend of a friend, someone who worked for Thinkific, which is a course creation platform, just added me to the StreamYard, the free StreamYard community group. He just added me. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Another group, Facebook group. And then I just kept seeing these StreamYard posts about people talking about streaming and stuff like that. And I was like, what is StreamYard? Found out about it. And then, you know, one thing led to another and it worked. Adding me to that group worked because I see how much easier it is to use this platform. And if any of you are interested in getting StreamYard, there is a link in the description of this video that allows you to get a $10 credit if you do upgrade to a paid plan. They do have a free plan, but it does have the StreamYard branding on it. But if you want your own branding and to stream to 2 platforms and to have like more of a time limit, because I believe there is a time limit on the free version, then you guys can check out the link in the description. Hey, Fuzzy.
Hi, Fuzzy. How's it going?
Democast says, like WordPress is free, but makes you want to pull your hair out.
Yeah,
yes.
there's a couple schools of thought on that. Yeah, I can definitely see WordPress can be so frustrating to work with, especially with having to update it all the time and the plugins. And if you don't have that knowledge, it can be very frustrating to maintain. But again, it always depends on your goals, right? Like whether something free is going to work for you or not. WordPress, you have a higher level of control over customizing it versus purchasing something like Wix or whatever from one of those
It depends what you
paid
need
websites.
for.
Yeah, exactly. It really depends on what you need.
We do use WordPress, but we have a theme. What's it called?
This
Divi?
is
Divi.
another thing is WordPress themes. We always, you know, again, when we were first starting out, we would sift through so many free WordPress themes, try them out. Some of them didn't work. Some of them didn't do what we were supposed to. And it was just such a hassle. So that is like never again, we never use free themes anymore. We use Divi, and Divi is it's from Elegant Themes, and it's a specific WordPress theme that you can just add on. It has many different templates, not just one that you can work with, but at the same time, it allows you to get to a really good level of customization. Like you can do so many different things with it, and yet it's still user-friendly where you can design on the front end. So yeah, you do have to always do your research to find the right paid tool, but once you do, it's
technically we have the free WordPress, but we have like a paid premium theme. Right.
Yeah, but to host, to host your own WordPress website, like you got to pay for hosting, right?
Right.
You're not paying for WordPress, but for hosting. So there are associated costs with having a WordPress website.
Turbo Stuntman says, I prefer StreamYard. Nice.
As do we.
Roland says, free will usually cost you time, also valuable. Yes.
True.
That's what we've noticed is usually paid gets you there faster, usually. Braden says, the good thing about Black Widows, I didn't even know what I was reading. Okay, so it's now about spiders, is that they are very territorial, so you'd never see them, but they keep other spiders away. But unless you live in a woodpile, you'll never see them. That made me feel gross reading that. I don't even want to picture any spiders.
So they keep other spiders away, but they are still a spider themselves.
DemoCast says, I found it at Think Media's 7-day challenge. Oh, nice. What was his 7-day challenge? I watch Sean Cannell of Think Media.
Hi, RG.
Hey, RG. How's it going? Murray says, is Squarespace all right? What are your thoughts? Reed is usually the web designer.
Yeah, so Squarespace is kind of like, you know, all those sites that you pay for, Wix, that kind of thing, where you purchase a plan with them and they take care of hosting the site and everything like that. But you do have to use their platform in terms of creating the website. And with Squarespace, with Wix, with some of these platforms, you're limited in terms of how, like if you want a really custom website, you want it to have certain functions, you might not be able to fully do that with Squarespace. It depends. I'll just go back to what I was saying before. It really depends on what you need for a website. If you just need something simple to throw up, show your portfolio, that kind of thing, and you're okay with the templates that they have, great, awesome, that works for you. But, you know, we already knew early on that we wanted a website that's going to grow with our business. And we are in the e-learning space, so we also knew that we wanted to not just have a website about us with an about page contact, but we wanted to eventually showcase our courses and, you know, these kinds of things. And we didn't want to be limited. We wanted to be able to have control over the design of our website and the functionality. So that's why we went with WordPress, because you're able to have that level of control. But, you know, with some of these other ones, you're not.
We actually had some clients who had a Squarespace website.
Oh, yeah.
And they wanted to, you know, do XYZ to the website, and it couldn't.
We explained to them that, they couldn't do that within Squarespace. It would be a hassle. And so we just ended up moving them off of Squarespace and having a WordPress website with full control of how they design it on their front end as well. So WordPress doesn't need to be complicated as well, but yeah, it depends. That's always the answer. It depends.
Ron says, I posted a video on Facebook, but it got blocked because there is some copyright music on it. Is there any way or trick to work around, like distorting the audio in Camtasia? The thing with, these platforms with copyright music is you don't want to try and trick the system that you're using copyright music when you're not supposed to. Their audio detection software is usually pretty good. So, I mean, maybe you could fast forward the audio or slow it down, but then again, then you're distorting it and then it's not the actual audio. So I would recommend choosing copyright-free music and using that instead, because they're really strict about, they'll just mute your audio, or they'll give you strikes or things like that. And if you're wanting to continue to post content with music, I would recommend just using copyright-free music, because yeah, they're pretty strict about it. Braden says, I'll stop talking about spiders. Sorry. No, it's no worries. It's fine. It's just like, it's just one of those things that, I don't like, but like you can still talk about it. It's just
that was when you and Roland were talking about basketball, and I was like it just went over my head.
Michael Jordan documentary on Netflix.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, did you finish that, by the way, Roland? Did you finish the MJ documentary? I don't know if they're releasing another 2 episodes today or if the season is done. Roland says, Braden, when I was really young, we used to catch black widows, put 2 in a bucket, and the fight was on. Blood in the bucket. Ew,
oh my
that's
gosh.
so gross.
I didn't know that was a thing that you could watch them fight each other.
When I was a kid, I didn't play with spiders, but we used to catch ants, and I would just put them in a jar with sand and then try and watch them do like the digging of the tunnels, but then they died because I would put them in a jar and close the lid, and then there's no air.
That's not good at all. I didn't play with insects. But I appreciate what they do for the environment.
Yes, I know that they are necessary.
And I don't know what happened, but like when I was younger and I would see bugs, I would just want to get rid of them and kill them. But now I don't want to. When there's a fly here, I just kind of capture it and then let it go outside. I have no idea what led to that change, but that's just something that I do right now.
We finally finished
the Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay. We finished the puzzle. You guys remember you had voted in the Creative Business Success group. I put a poll, and I said, can you guys vote on the next puzzle? Because all of a sudden we had an influx of puzzles because all the deliveries finally came in after like a month. And this was the dog puzzle that we just completed. And we're off to do, I'm excited to start, this one just arrived. I'm excited to start this one tomorrow. This is the space theme, and you can see that it is an explosion of stuff happening here in the space theme. Check it out. There's like a spaceman. There's a spaceship there that's launching off. And you've got like the sun, Earth, Saturn, Jupiter. They're all there. There's an asteroid belt. And it's just an amazing action piece of space. And we're going to be doing this one tomorrow. This one, the pieces, I've been analyzing the quality of each puzzle and how it actually pieces together, how it sticks together, because every puzzle is different. And some pieces are really thin and they don't really, if you try and lift up a part of the puzzle, the whole thing still falls out. I like it when they all clip together, and once you piece it, they kind of almost just like they stay together. And these puzzle pieces have a sticker backing, and they're pretty thick cardboard, so you can actually
stick it on a piece of board and then frame it later. You can do that.
Yeah. I'm going to show, they also included, I also like it when they include a poster to help.
So for those of you who don't know, we've started doing puzzles ever since we started these quarantine life episodes, these live streams, just to have something fun to do in the morning, to start the day off on a fun note, but also like get the brain working too. So we've just been going through puzzles after puzzles. You might have seen some of the photos as well that Jewel has posted.
The dog one, I think, was puzzle number 6 completed.
So this is number
This
7.
is puzzle number 7.
Yeah.
And this is the first puzzle that gives you like a full-size poster. Look at this thing.
It's pretty big.
They give you a full-size poster, and this is, it seems like it's going to be to scale. Like, do you think?
I don't know. That's a good
It's
question.
pretty close to being to scale, and check out like the space action. It's like, I know it's a bit explosive, but I'm so excited. I chose this one. I specifically chose this one.
Rowan says, very cool puzzle. Linda says, cool puzzle. Hello, IACI.
Nice to see you again, ICI.
Yes.
Yep, cool puzzle. It is a very cool puzzle. So that one's next up on the agenda.
Yeah.
But yeah, this week, it's Monday. It's another Monday. How is it going in all of your areas? Are things like opened back up? We still, I mean, my sister is a dental hygienist here. She still hasn't heard word on like dentists being opened up or anything like that. I mean, it still seems pretty much the same in terms of, oh, you can now do walk into stores now, like Starbucks
With lineups,
and stuff. Yeah,
long
with
lineups.
There's lineups everywhere.
Long wait times. This morning we had a call with this teacher. She's actually a professor for a photography class at one of the colleges here. And she invited us to come speak to her class on YouTube.
Online.
So basically, yeah, it's going to be on Zoom, but it's so we're going to be doing a presentation on how to leverage YouTube for photography specifically, which is going to be really cool. Something first that we've never done anything specifically for photography, but we have so much to share on that knowledge base because, you know, putting your photos, your images in video format automatically makes you stand out from just having a static portfolio website. So we're excited to talk strategy about, you know, starting a YouTube channel, funneling people over to your website. How do you actually monetize people or clients to actually purchase your work and that kind of thing. So that's exciting. We're going to be doing that presentation on June 18th. And,
yeah, the teacher of that course, so she is an award-winning photographer. Her work gets published and featured all over, and she actually does like presentation, like photography workshops on a specific type of photography that she does.
Yeah, it's fine art photography.
Yeah, so it's the kind that you would want to get blown up and like put in a gigantic frame, that kind of photography. So she's a photography teacher, and she wants us to teach her students how they can make a living off their photography. And she says a lot of them don't know too much. Like, they know how to use their camera. They're good, or they're beginners, but they don't know how to, you know, turn it into a business or make money from their prints or whatever, their shots or whatever. And so she saw us at a networking meeting, so we're going to be speaking to her class.
Reading some of the comments.
RG Titan says the space puzzle theme looks awesome. You know, you have a good quality puzzle when the pieces actually snap together.
We're excited about it. We're excited to start it.
And so we've been buying them at different places. The dog one that you see, that was on eBay. Remember, I found that deal. I got 4 puzzles for $9.99, which was a crazy deal. And then the astrology one that Reed had chose, that was from Amazon, and then this space one was also from Amazon. But I have to say that it did take over a month to arrive, even though it's coming from Amazon. It's crazy. Let's see here.
We're seeing like long fulfillment times for online orders everywhere too. Even on Etsy, like we have our store connected with Printful because we have a print-on-demand Etsy store, and we have a lot of orders coming in and hardly anything going out.
They're just backed up.
They're so backed out, yeah, or backed up because they have, they have on their end, they need to think of their suppliers, like their suppliers are backlogged. Their, all the shipping stuff that's happening, delivery people, it's just all crazy right now. So yeah, definitely if you're in e-commerce, make sure you are communicating to your clients about the delays that are happening right now, and just let them know up front. That's what I actually did. One of the tasks that I did today is just message all of the pending orders, the customers, the Etsy customers that we have, to let them know
What's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Roland says, I have to run. My wife and I are watching a Netflix series called Bloodline. It's really good.
Cool.
Nice.
Enjoy,
Roland.
Have
Thank
a good
you.
evening.
Linda says, our beach was open, but people were coming 2 to 4 hours away, so it was packed. And now the beach is closed again. Our beaches here, well, we barely even have beaches, but the ones that we do have, there's a main one in downtown called English Bay. They don't even have actual sand. They're kind of just like rocks. But it's our only really beach in downtown, so it's totally packed, and they never closed it. So people have been hanging out there.
Yeah, a lot of people have been taking advantage of the sunshine, and just like all of the beaches and everything by the water here is just packed. So many people.
Jojo says that puzzle will take you to the Quarantine Life episode 60. It's huge.
Yeah, I know. That's true. Yeah, we'll have an update for you as we go along.
Linda says 5-hour wait for a haircut. You wait in your car and then they text you when it's your turn.
Oh man.
Whoa, so did you actually wait 5 hours in your car? Like, what are you doing in 5 hours in your car? Right? I mean, I guess I'd have to bring a book, laptop.
Yeah, bring your laptop. Throw up another Etsy listing.
Do some work or something in the car. But even then, like, it's probably hot where you are, so you're going to have the air conditioning on and your car's on the whole time.
Yeah.
Wow, that is 5 hours. That is crazy.
Yeah, things are opening up and stuff, but there is that long wait now for anything, like the bank, the haircuts, to get into a store. So I wonder how long that's going to last for.
We just got a check from Amazon affiliates. Mm-hmm. So they still send out checks when you are not in the US. So we're in Canada, and they don't do direct deposit yet to Canadian bank accounts. So we still receive these physical checks, which I kind of like. But we do still need to go into the bank for them. But every time we go and drive out, I just see long lines of people wearing masks for the bank. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I don't know if I want to stand in that, or try and go right when it opens or something.
We'll just hold on to the check a little longer to see if the line disposes, or maybe you need to go at a certain time, because we're usually driving around at a certain time too, so maybe something early morning or later in the evening.
Yeah, maybe I don't know, but it's
Linda says no, not me. So you're not the one who waited five hours.
Well, why would you need to wait 5 hours? Can't they just tell you to go home and then come back? I don't think it's necessary to wait 5 hours in your car.
And to set your appointment.
Yeah, to set it. Yeah. Usually haircuts for when I do them, they're at a set time, and then you don't have to wait too long, because they're usually finishing up someone else before you type thing, or they start you while they're finishing up that person. I don't know if I can wait 5 hours in a car for a haircut. Times have changed now.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so that's what we're working on this week. I'm trying to really pump the videos again. I've been taking a little bit of a break. Yesterday was a break. The day before that was kind of leisurely as well. So, yeah.
Oh, Lenny, so you had asked to... One of the video ideas that you had was setting expectations for freelance work. So that's actually one of the videos that I planned out today that I'm going to film tomorrow. So stay tuned because it'll be coming out on the channel likely this week sometime. So
What was it?
it's setting clear expectations up front. If you're someone doing any kind of freelance work, whatever that might be, I have kind of like a template message that I always use, or a certain way that I communicate with the client up front all the time that protects you as the freelancer as well as the client, because it's something clear, in point form, exactly what to expect, that's going to be part of the project, and communicating the price and turnaround time upfront, all that kind of stuff. It's an email template that I am literally going to show you in the video. you can use to your own benefit. So I think that would be really helpful. I see the
Lenny says photograph and deposit online.
Yeah,
I can do that for the Canadian check, but we get checks from Amazon.com and .ca.
yeah, it's US funds.
So the .com ones, it's in US dollars that they send the check in. So the app, or our app here, won't do that for our bank. So I actually do need to go in, and then they have to convert it and then deposit it.
And Lenny says, smash the like button if you want that video. Yes, hit the like button on the live stream if you are liking it.
Or you know what I want to ask to the people here? What are some videos that you want to see from us? This channel is dedicated to you. If you haven't seen a video from us about something that you are interested in learning, obviously if we know it, we'll do the video on it. We always welcome people's suggestions and comments. In the comments, I always look for people asking about questions or how to do something if I wasn't clear in another video.
Yeah, we often use the comments as well on our videos as ideas for more videos that we can create, because we want to constantly be creating content that you guys want. So definitely let us know if something is on your mind that you're not sure how to do, and if we know how to do it, we'd be happy to create a video on it. The other one that's coming as well is, I think it was last week, there was a video that was released that I filmed on how to plan your social media content using Airtable.
Oh yeah.
And I showed you guys how I do that in Airtable. It was an overview of me showing, what it looks like, how I kind of put in my content in there, and how it spits out a calendar that I can easily organize all of my content on. So another video that I have coming up as well is how to actually create that in Airtable. So you'll see me how to create those actual columns within Airtable, and how to upload content there, and how to make it look into that calendar, and just how to manage that. So how to create the template from scratch, basically, which is what wasn't in the previous video. And I saw from your comments that you wanted more detail.
Yeah, there's someone that was like, yes, please go into more detail.
Yeah.
And also Airtable, if you guys haven't seen it, it's like spreadsheets are usually boring, right? Airtable has taken spreadsheets and made them really cool, like fully functional. And it's like, it's a free thing, right?
Yeah.
That one's a free one. There you go. That's a free one.
It's free. I mean, they do have paid options too, but I haven't had the need for it yet. Maybe in the future. But right now I've just been using the free version. I use it for for planning my social media content, as well as managing client projects. So I have a separate Airtable where I'm listing out all of the new client projects that come in. And this is for design projects, nothing really else. And then I have like a progress status as well, to say whether it's not started yet, whether it's in design and progress, whether I'm waiting on information from the client still, and the details. So every time a client requests a certain design project, it often comes in an email with attachments. So whenever I have that come in, I just copy all of the details that I need from that email, spit it into Airtable, as well as download any of the attachments, put that into Airtable.
So it's like all there.
It's all there, and it's ready for me to come back to it when I'm ready to work work on it, because typically when I receive the email with the request for the design project, I'm not going to work on it right away. It has to be a separate time. So that's, I mean, Airtable is really cool. I can show you guys that that tracker as well if you're interested.
And it's really cool when you have multiple projects, because there are times where, you know, at a busy times, a REIT has like 5 to 10 different design projects from different clients, different people, and there's all these like email correspondence going on, and like, let me send you this, and it's just like, it gets crazy.
Yeah.
And for her to take that and it tracks the progress of everything, so that she can go back and be like, okay, that's where I was with that, revisions, whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it just makes it a lot easier. Roland, sorry, I always mess up the name.
Poor Lenny.
Sorry, Lenny. I called you Linda, Roland. Like, you upload anything there on the free plan? Yeah, the free plan is actually fully functional.
Yeah, you can upload attachments on the free plan. There is a space limit, but I've never reached it. So I don't know. I don't know exactly offhand what that number is.
Space limit for like how many cells you're using, or
no, how much
space
storage space you need for those attachments. So technically, if you came to that limit, you could delete others' records. Each line in the spreadsheet is called a record. But yeah, you can definitely upload quite a bit on the free plan in terms of attachments and assets, different images. Yeah, it's pretty flexible.
Lenny says, do you invoice for design, or they buy from predefined product in the store?
Yeah, so
each design project is different. So we
typically invoice them. Yeah. We just recently set up something on our website where, and we're testing this out. We haven't had anyone purchase yet from it because it just went up. But we have a page on there showing all of the design work that I do, and it's an option to purchase design projects with credit. So meaning it's not per project. It's like you can pay $250 in credit or $500 in credit, and then you have me as your personal designer for like as many projects as that takes to use that credit up.
It's useful for like if you need YouTube thumbnails, you know, you can use that credit there, or
something ongoing.
Yeah, like if you need social media graphics or banner stuff, that like stuff that constantly needs to be created.
Yeah.
Not like a one-off type thing, but you can.
Yeah. I mean, it's just that's the product that we have on our website that you can purchase. But yeah, typically these design requests will just come to us through emails because we, you know, from reoccurring clients, and they just purchase projects one-on-one.
We got the idea to do that from a former client who needed a ton of YouTube thumbnails. So he was releasing YouTube videos 2 to 3 times per day, and he wanted to get custom thumbnails. So you can imagine every day he's releasing 2 to 3 videos per day. So he needed like a lot of thumbnails per week.
Yeah.
So he would just send like a credit amount of money, and then REIT would just go through and burn through all that. And
we'd use
in Airtable,
to track all of it.
Because you can put the amount, and then you can see when you reach the credit amount, and then she would just tell him, and then he would just send like, you know, X amount of dollars for all those thumbnails.
Yeah, and it's easier for the client too, so they don't have to keep paying one-on-one, you know, for each thumbnail or for a set of 10. You know, it's just it's there. You have me to design as many things as you need me to design until that uses it up, and that's it. So, and everything is tracked using Airtable so that both the client and I are on the same page. And each project, we include the price, and then you can always see the total price at the very end, the summation of all the prices of all the projects that we've done.
Lenny said, yes, saw that, very
on the
cool.
Website. Yeah. Yeah, so it's like, we haven't promoted it yet or anything like that. It's literally just went up, so we'll see how that goes. We'll test that out.
Lenny says, open your wallet once. Yes, we want to make it real easy for people.
Yeah.
But some people do prefer just like they want to pay per project, so it really depends on the person.
Yeah.
Some people are just so used to a REIT and they're just like, yeah, it'll cost that much. Okay, yeah.
There's already a trust
There you go.
built. Yeah.
Tamil says a retainer fee. Yes, kind of like that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Or not kind of. It is that. RG Titan says, Jewel, are you up to date with the Michael Jordan show, The Last Dance? Did they release 2 new ones today? Because I know that every Monday they were releasing 2 new ones. I thought I was at the end last week. So I think I'm up to date. I'm not too sure. But I loved every moment of it. And as I was watching it, it was like flashback to the 90s when I was a kid. And when Michael Jordan would do like a crazy fade move or whatever, and I'd be like, oh, crazy. And it's like, I've seen it before, but I still react like the same when I was a kid. Jojo says, well, it's very generous of Microsoft. Is Airtable for Microsoft? I don't think it is.
I don't think so.
No, I think it's made by another company. But they took the concept of the Excel spreadsheet.
Oh yeah, it's not Excel specifically. It's
like
Airtable.
it, but
different, yeah.
It's like, think of an Excel spreadsheet, but revamp it 10.0. Like it's like a crazier version of it.
It's like not just keeping track of data like an Excel spreadsheet, like you can do with an Excel spreadsheet. It's also a cloud, for example, uploading assets, images, files, PDFs, anything you need into the spreadsheet, and whenever you need it, you can always download from it. So that's how, in a sense, it's also like a cloud, as well as like a content management system. So I believe you can integrate Airtable. I haven't used it in this way, but you can integrate Airtable with other things as well, with other platforms. And maybe for that, you might need the paid stuff, the paid version of it. But
sorry, I just got shocked right now because I am not caught up on the MJ Last Dance. I still have the 2 new episodes to watch. I didn't know that they were still going.
RG, thank you for bringing that up.
Okay.
You just made her day.
That's what I'm going to be watching later today. All right. I'm so excited right now. Okay. Hey, Dean, how's it going? Good to see you. Lenny says, you should do a video for other designers to productize with credits. Very cool.
Yeah, so how to basically create a product that is design credits for your clients. Yeah, that's cool. I never thought of that. Thank you for the idea.
You're always giving us ideas.
You're on fire, Lenny. Yeah, I'm gonna write that down.
Cool. But yeah, if you guys, as I mentioned before, if you have any video ideas, if you want to learn something, please let us know that as a tutorial, because if we do know how to do it, we will create a video on it. We're always looking for ideas. It's not that we've run out of ideas. It's just, if there's someone in here that actually has a specific video that they want to learn, I'll create it,
That takes priority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we always have our standard videos that go out. There's like an endless amount of Camtasia tutorials that I can create. So, if there's something different that someone wants to learn. RG Titan says, do you ladies operate/run any Shopify stores? If so, have you done any tutorials? So you have worked with Shopify for a client before.
Yeah, I have worked with Shopify. We don't have our own Shopify store or operate or run any stores for clients, but I did set something up. It was jewelry. She made jewelry. I think it was from Guatemala or something like that. Really cool handmade jewelry. And she wanted her products to be uploaded to her Shopify store and properly tagged and everything with the titles. So I have done that in terms of uploading content into Shopify. And actually I also set up her store, like the front end of her store, to make it all branded and make it look good and everything. But we haven't done any tutorials on it, no. And that's because we don't have our own account on Shopify. Do you have a Shopify store, RG? FG says, I'm so grateful you guys exist. I'm making a channel and I'm getting so much better at editing. Cool.
Nice.
Awesome. Love hearing that. What's your channel about?
Please let us know.
Yeah.
Jojo says, thanks for explaining. No problem.
No
That's
problem.
what we do.
Yeah, we explain 24/7. We love it. We really enjoy teaching and sharing our knowledge. We love it a lot. And it's so rewarding for us too to see those comments from you guys saying that it's helped you, we even had comments that said they watched some, I think it was a Facebook tutorial or something, and they were like, you just saved my life. Thank you so much.
I've seen that comment
a lot, right?
times. Yeah, like a lot.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's nice to know that we save people's lives.
With a Facebook tutorial.
Roblox is your channel. We have a
Cool.
couple people who have some Roblox channels who are creating them.
My nephews are heavily into Roblox.
RG Titan says, I would like to start a drop shipping store in the near future. Nice. Have you taken any courses, or do you know how the model works? I know that there's all different kinds of drop shipping, and there's like the Facebook Marketplace one. It depends if you're in the US or not for that one, for the Facebook Marketplace. But I can't remember, there's Dropship Lifestyle that I keep seeing ads for. I have no idea if it's good or not, but I know that he has like a full-on course and stuff. Yeah, so that's exciting. Lenny says, an idea can be something that you notice is a tough question made by a client while consulting, can be something you can later bring broad solution to the channel, somewhat repurposing work. Yeah, so we do pay attention to that. If someone's asking for something, a client or just in general, I will often take that and make it into a tutorial. Cool. Well, thank you all for that. We're coming up here on 53 minutes here. That was it was a nice little break yesterday to hang out with our moms. I gave my mom really likes lottery tickets, so I gave her like a lot of scratch lottery. She won a free ticket and $10.
Yes. Better than nothing.
Yeah. Who knows? Even the free ticket, and it just keeps going. So yeah, we had a lot of fun with our moms and all the food. They gave us a lot of food.
Yeah.
A lot of leftovers.
I was forced to take a lot of food back with me. Although I'm not forced, I love it so much. I love my mom's homemade food and cookies. Oh, I love the cookies.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, it was fun hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll be right back again tomorrow for Quarantine Life episode number
43.
Yeah. Have a good evening, everybody.
Thank you, RG Titan. I will enjoy the MJ. It's crazy. Bye.
Bye, everyone.